house. Like you can keep.
And we are live.
We are live. I'm having a little side convo. Go ahead, too. Take it away.
Gotcha. Pull up a chair. Episode 17. We got a new face in the house that was tuned in last week.
I'm just kidding.
But now he's here live with us. We got Donathan Daly pulling up a chair with us.
Yes, sir.
It's about damn time.
AKA Tom Brady.
A.K.A. Don Brady. A.K.A. Donathan Daly.
I'm in Cleveland
Junior
today
the second.
'cause I'm playing tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's a fact.
He'll be there live.
You hear my vibrant, energetic, as always, co-host, Super Fry Snooker off the top of the War Game steel cage. Good God Almighty! Then you got your host, El Tigre Tente, the ultimate motherfucking sensei, the one who, of course, taught Bruce Lee everything he motherfucking knows, a.k.a. Space Mountain Stoney, a.k.a. Young Dumbledore, a.k.a. Bed Burgundy. Why? Because they snoo like fuck on your boy. It's a.k.a. Mr. Keep the Love High and the Hate Low. Call me what you will, just don't call me
I got
broke or
bacon
sad.
and egg socks on today, y'all.
You got the bacon and eggs. I got the 90th anniversary Mickey's.
Oh, but these are Mickey. You didn't even know.
Mickey's in the bacon?
Mickey's in the egg, bitch.
He's whipping. Oh, Mickey is in the egg.
Ah!
Bam. Sock check. Sock check alert.
Had to flex. I knew he was gonna bring some Disney today, so I had to bring out the flexes.
That was good.
Had to
You
bring
had
out
the
the
Mickey
Mickey
in the
egg, though. He wasn't ready for that. He wasn't. Look at his face. He wasn't.
I did not expect.
Like our battle tonight, he's not gonna be ready either.
We'll see about that.
Little
Let's just
teaser.
start it off
Little
right
teaser.
there. We got Action Bronson versus Absol winners bracket. 14 rounds, anything goes. Coming up in about an hour now. I don't have a watch on, but coming up in about an hour. I got Action Bronson, contrary to popular belief, because I'm wearing a solo shirt. So, So we wanted to pull up, talk to you guys for a little bit, and go over a few things, get our predictions out for Survivor Series War Games, and have a little bit of fun with Donathan Daly, who's pulling up a chair.
Yes, sir. We appreciate him.
Yes, we do. So to kick it right off, let's talk music. New Quando Youngboy tape. It was a very slow weekend for music drops. You peep any of it?
I haven't peeped any new music in a minute.
So,
hey, you know what I've been listening to? I ain't gonna lie.
That Jeezy still?
Nope. Young Dolph.
Dolph? I love
100
his new
shots.
single.
Oh, 100 shots. How you
Love
gonna
Dolph.
miss a whole 100 shots?
Is that, oh, that's 100 Shots.
No, yeah, it's the song 100 Shots off Bulletproof.
Gotcha. That's the one with the van, car, Range Rover or something?
Yeah, Rolls.
Gotcha.
Or Bentley.
I'm not a car guy. I've never seen
Actually-
a car like that in my life.
Hold on, I'm sorry.
I have a 2002 Camry that's two-tone with the gray on the
car
side.
that's on Bulletproof is actually a GMC Sierra or Escalade SUV. I
Nice.
can't see the front of the grill.
Shout out Dolph. Oh, one thing I did want to get to
R.I.P.
tonight
Dolph.
before I start talking about music.
If it one
Very-
thing, it ain't a motherfucking another.
One prominent man in the culture. I wanted to make sure I get this out
man.
right. Just real quick. One prominent man in the culture. He's multi-talented. He's a manager. He's an A&R. He passed away abruptly this morning. Peacefully, though. It was peacefully. No foul play or anything.
All right.
But I just want to say real quick, R.I.P. Hovain. Take a sip for him. Back to the new Quando tape, though. I thought there was a couple standout tracks. I got Want Me Dead. I thought that was good. And then I actually thought the two solos that he had on there, Quando Rondo, Cream Soda, and Can't Compare. Can't Compare, I think, is a banger.
Okay. I'll check it out eventually, maybe.
So I think out of the whole weekend, if I missed something, let me know. Maybe it went over my head.
I'll try to check it out. I'll say that. I'll try to peep it.
Wanted to mention that Flamers 5 dropped earlier this week.
check
Meek
that
Mill's
out,
mixtape,
yeah.
where he kept it pretty
So is this
traditional.
like his no ceilings type shit?
Yes. It's
Because that's why
all remix, all him rapping over it.
Yeah, over beats. I was like, oh, he a munch. Okay, let's get it there. Fucking Meek, fuck it up.
You know what beat I think he fucking bodied?
So
Super
I-
Gremlin.
Yeah, he did.
That felt like classic
I think
Meek right there.
I think he bodied all the beats. I won't go as far like compare it like.
Now, do you know why we got a mixtape?
Well, because isn't he in like beef with his label that he signed to?
Label ain't
Atlantic?
clearing music because they're
Yeah.
calling the last album a flop. So they
Woo!
want him. They want him to get big singles. I mean, for what it's worth, Expensive Pain.
Yeah.
That was a flop.
I mean, no, it wasn't. I respect that album a lot.
Really?
For what he speaks on that, I respect that album for what he speaks on it.
Let me say it like this: after
It's not bangers.
championships, I don't think we expected an Expensive Pain. Fair?
Yeah, that's fair.
He raised the bar high.
Well, no, yes, his bar is high, but I don't see. It's a different aspect. It's like when Meek Meek went from like a Meek to like a Wale in Expensive Pain. Like he was speaking on that shit. He wasn't rapping. He was speaking on that shit. Like
He wasn't doing the blah, 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 give me a lot.
This isn't. I'm not going back to back. This ain't back to back. This ain't like dreams and nightmares. No, like this is the shit I actually got was after I made it, and like the demons I
getting out of jail.
The demons I still got, like from growing up in this neighborhood, how I grew up, blah blah blah. Like, so I don't see it as a flop. That's disrespectful.
How about sales?
I mean, sales, yeah.
It didn't do
that's
what
fair.
it was projected. But I still don't think that the label should be stopping.
The label also didn't market it how it could have. So fuck you to the label. Like, fuck you mean my shit's a flop. Fuck you, your label's a flop.
Which I'm always
your label's a flop.
That.
You couldn't keep Meek Mill happy. Your label is a flop. You couldn't keep Meek Mill thriving and successful. He said, fuck you, I'll go drop this shit on SoundCloud, bro.
Well, that he can do because he has the DC.
Exactly.
It's just the distribution.
No, that's what I mean.
That's
it's like
that comes
he's
into
going
play.
willing to
And
go
the
say a biggest fuck you to a label is like, I'll go put it out on SoundCloud where I'm not going to make money
rap over some shit.
I'm not going to make money, but you're not making money off me. But my fans are still getting my music. Fuck you.
And not going, where's Meek at? He's like, I'm right here, but this is what they're doing to me.
Well, his fans knew what it was with the label. Like his true fans knew why music was. He wasn't gonna.
I've always been amazed by that though when labels do that because doesn't the label want to eat too? Like, you know what I mean? Like you would think like, hey, one of our artists is dropping a project. We should probably support this. Like
the smart ones put them all on together and do it.
They get greedy. They get money. Like
that shit's
they get greedy. Like they want to eat, but they don't want. They want to see you eat. But like, all right, so it's kind of like Sugar Sean O'Malley was on with Joe Rogan, and he was speaking on. I'm gonna compare it to how he spoke on if the UFC paid their fighters how like they wanted to get paid. Some young fighters would not have a 10, 15-year career because after 3 years, they now have $1 million in the bank. And
be like, I'm good.
I'm cool. I'm chill. I got more than I ever thought I'd ever have. So,
well, UFC fighters don't get paid shit.
Anyways. Well, they get paid much more.
A big name.
Well, fair. In retrospect, they get paid more than Bellator and everybody else, though.
Oh,
yeah.
In the MMA world, sure. UFC pays out their fighters drastically more than any other organization.
Like the My Player in UFC,
yeah,
that shit fucking exactly how it is in real life.
Hey,
you get dicked by Dana White
until you're
every
good.
Fucking turn you go, and yeah, so you're the champ.
Hey, but that's a $1 billion business. Mm-hmm. And
you see, he's doing the slap fighting now.
Yeah,
first card's coming up soon.
But like Sean was like, if you pay fighters how they wanted to be paid, like, yeah, he can afford it, but like, you would only keep the dogs in it. Like the only people that stick around were like the dogs, like that have the killer instinct in them. They're there for like the fight, not the ones that are there for the money.
Bet on yourself in UFC too.
And that's what you're saying is, I can't even bet on myself anymore.
Yeah, the one dude bet all his earnings, the $30K he was going to get on himself, and fucking lost in the first round.
Oh,
yeah, that was last year. So
that's when betting on yourself goes wrong.
Oh, very wrong.
I'm just following what God told me. Bet on yourself.
That's when you gotta be who you can afford to be.
Yeah.
You can't be out here.
Know your role. Like, right. You know your level, know your lane.
Yeah.
Like, oh fuck yeah, I'm gonna win.
Dude went all in and lost in like 30 seconds.
Oh man.
Because like that's unfortunate. But so
you got to walk away with 2 losses.
Like, labels
and beat up.
Labels want to see an artist eat, but only just enough to keep them hungry. So they keep eating and eating and eating and eating for the label.
Well, that leads me to the next one. Iggy Azalea pulled a genius move out. She realized, and I love how she said it in the interview too. I listened to this shit at work on Wednesday, I believe. Loved how she worded this. She said pretty much like she's been working on a new album for like 4 years, and the music's just, she was able to admit it. It just is not coming out sounding what she thinks is good. It's not sounding right. She's losing money left and right. She got an offer from the label to just outright buy her out of her contract, but buy her whole catalog. meaning that no matter all those hits that get streamed still, the label's going to make money.
Yeah.
But guess how much she made for the buyout and everything? $105 million. Boom. Not going to make music again, no label, no nothing. But she's not going to make anything off the music.
Her music will not make that.
I think that was a good deal.
Yeah, she made out on that.
I was trying to think of that. What would be the math on we're going to make that much money back on it?
Couldn't even name an Iggy Azalea song.
So
Fancy?
That's
I only said fancy
I
because
don't
that won a
even know
Grammy.
it.
so that's if they make $10 million a year off of Iggy, that's 10 years.
And if anybody wants to use like one of her songs for movies, they no longer have to go to her. They just
And they get to charge the price.
Yes.
So that's how they're gonna market is like, hey, you can use. They're probably gonna try to sell out, like, not sell out her music, but like have people use it for a cheap price, but so they can make revenue.
And I think that was unheard of what she did too. Like that's why I thought it was like, really interesting. Oh no, not right now. If that's all right. Yeah, not right now. But yeah. So I was just really like honestly surprised to see that that's what somebody would offer for their catalog too.
I respect it.
But then when I looked at the tracks, I was like, "There's a couple of them that will
her
gain
contract
that
could
revenue."
have been like 300 though, because when they signed her, who knows what it was worth if that's what they were willing to buy.
And
out
Iggy's pretty much saying like, "Hey, look, like you keep giving me like the way she said it was, they kept giving her deadlines, and like the music just wasn't either
the thing
coming
is
out right
like,
or not coming
that's
out at
their
all.
Come.
Something."
that's their buyout price. So like, imagine like that's what they were willing to just be like, all right, we'll cut our ties at this.
And they came to her and was like, "Hey, if it's not working out, like here's what we got."
So her it was probably upwards of 200 million.
She also said now she's just gonna probably do modeling. She's not gonna
Smart.
do music or
Stick
anything.
with
She's
that
gonna
modeling,
call
girl.
it quit. She does want to do one farewell song, she said, but she'll drop
That's
that
all right.
independently on YouTube and that'll be it.
Do your modeling, girl. You make a lot more money there.
Plus, like you
Actually,
said, like
I mean-
you never really knew an Iggy song. Like I feel like she was hot for a couple years, and then now it's kind of like. How about that Sway freestyle? And that person called up and said, "Hey, yo, Sway, why you let her up in the studio? That shit's fucking trash." And she's just over here like, "Oh,
Damn.
No.
I kind of.
Sway's over here looking like, I don't want to lie, but now I'm on air and I'm live. What do I say?"
Do I just hang up?
Sway handled it professionally. He's like, "Oh, come on, man. We're not like that on this show."
She never was back.
But,
Knew fucking Iggy from Swaggy P and then Playboy Cardi fucking.
Yeah, that's what her career got turned
The
into.
birth of her son or whatever. Like,
Yeah.
I'm fucking playing video games.
The new PS4 or whatever.
And instead of hiding the world from the
PS5
kid
came
and the kid from the world, she's hiding the kid from Playboy Cardi, its father.
out. I
I'm
mean,
sure he's fucking hiding all he wants too. They're playing
Yeah.
the game of hide and seek, and he'll never be found.
When the baby was first born, it was still so small that he went to go chew it. He thought it was a Zambar.
oh,
She's
God.
like, "No, honey, that's our son." He's like, "No, wait."
Wait.
But I tried to do that. I tried to do the wait. But yeah, I'll never try that again. Latto had 130 songs leaked. She's devastated, hurt, and I don't want to say Nicki Minaj did it. Nicki called that producer and said, "Hey, look, I got 3 verses for any beat you got. You leak that bitch's shit right now."
Half her catalog.
It was so weird
Now.
timing though. It was like
Yeah.
they go back and forth on Twitter, and Latto like goes off on her and says how Big Energy deserved the nomination over Super Freaky Girl. And then it's like hour and a half later, trending, Latto, 130 songs, leaked. Producer goes mad. And it's
Oh, he went mad. He got some Nicki Minaj twerk. She went in that studio. Was like, "Hey, I'm gonna throw it back. All right, are you gonna throw it back? 130 songs."
he did too. He let them fucking fly. Let them all fly. Leak Gambino features.
Hey, that's how many ass claps she let out. 130. However many ass claps, that's how many songs.
Look, Nikki, how many ever times that ass claps? Every time it claps, I hit upload. He's over here. Hold on, Nikki, slow it down. Slow it down.
We
Drop
ran out
it.
of songs.
Yeah.
We are halfway through her catalog.
Fuck, now I'm leaking Azalea Banks's too. Fuck, that's a Beyonce song. Stop twerking.
I fucked up.
Nikki, stop.
130. That is rough. That's a lot of music, bro.
She claimed it was actually all of her vault. I was like, oh damn, that is devastating. Because like when somebody like was like, oh, like, you know, I'm sure like you can still like have, you know, other songs that we don't know, and she goes, LOL, that was literally the whole vault. And I was like, oh shit.
That's literally 13 albums if you think about it.
Yeah,
albums at 13 songs apiece. Or 10 albums. I'm sorry. 13 albums apiece, 10 albums.
All jokes aside, as an artist myself,
that's rough.
Being in, if I was in Latto's position, I'd be fuming. I'd be fuming. Yeah. What do you mean you just linked my surprise Gambino feature that I'm dropping the night of the Grammys, you piece of shit?
I may or may not be saying that producer might be met with some Timberland boots.
Oh, I'm interested to see what happens with that guy.
Yeah, I can't say. I can't legally say what would happen. Timberland boots.
For what it's worth, the claim that came out was
for Nikki now.
Yeah, that's the only thing you could do.
She's like, you can't do this to me. I'm your only client. He goes, do you have any idea who I was just on the phone with?
You just offered me a contract to leak all your shit and literally tripled your pay, so I don't even have to work for the next 5 years.
If Nikki had anything to do with that, though, that is foul. I just thought the timing was weird. Like an hour after she calls her all this shit on Twitter, all of a sudden there goes her whole.
Or that producer was a Nikki fan.
That's an interesting take.
Like,
he's a barb.
Yeah,
he's like, Latto, I've been told you in the studio, don't you call out that bitch.
Told you not to talk disrespectfully to her, and what did you go do? What did you got? No, I don't want to hear about your fucking vault. That shit was weak. 130 songs. That's your whole vault. Get your catalog up, bitch.
I haven't wanted to mix a single one of these songs in 4 years, but you do this to me.
I put them all out, bitch. It was me. I'm a Barbie.
She's like, I was going to bring you on the Grammy stage. And he's over here like, we weren't ever going to win that award. You fucking lying bitch. You ain't going to bring me on no stage. I wasn't even going to see that red carpet. My carpet was going to look beige just like my fucking carpet does now.
And now my slippers are velvet, bitch.
But sorry, Latto. We wish the best for you. Sorry about the records. It's kind of too late now, but hopefully you're back in the studio.
Grinding.
Yeah. You got 130 songs. Get to it, bitch. No, I'm kidding.
Hey, you gotta come back twice as hard. That's 260.
Oh God. Metro Boomin's dropping an album. Heroes and Villains 2.
We don't care.
You don't like Metro?
Who?
You don't want some more?
Who?
You don't like Metro? You're pumped for the new Metro album, Dom?
Probably a couple good.
No, yeah, I'm not hating. I was just talking shit. I'm out, but I ain't gonna tell you who.
I will say when he said what the feature list was gonna be, I was like, okay, so everybody I expected. It was like I was waiting for a different name, but it's like
Drake.
Metro Boomin's dropping a new album. Actually, no. Young Thug, Baby, Gunna, Future, Travis, Uzi,
Eminem.
No. Just the Metro boys.
Jay-Z?
Just the Metro boys.
Meek?
No.
Lil Dicky?
Big Sean. Saw Big Sean was on the list.
Detroit? Why is Eminem there?
Big Sean's that kid.
Another one. No, I'm just kidding. That was his first one.
That was just a perfect another one.
It was his first one.
Yeah, that's funny. No, yeah, he did. Shout out to Big Sean and Janine Aiko welcoming in their first child. Metro Boomin's dropping an album next week. We'll check it out and see how we think on Saturday. TV movies. Avatar released final trailer. Avatar: The Way of Water. You're pumped.
I'm pumped, bro.
December 19th. You pumped, Dom?
I gotta rewatch the first one.
Me too.
I didn't
I
like
gotta
it as a kid. I know that.
Really? It's a long movie.
It is long.
So
And
that's
all I remember.
As a
really.
kid, that's a downfall.
I will say that I think I'm a little bit more excited now, though, because of being to Disney twice
Okay.
and, like, riding the Avatar rides and everything.
See,
I'm a
like,
little bit more pumped.
I feel like, I don't know why, I might be the Native American in me, man. They're just in tune with themselves and, like, the nature and the world and the animal. You gotta be in tune with that creature to even
Banshee?
Well, yes.
The thing that they fly on? Yeah.
You gotta be in tune with it. Like Native Americans, they are in tune with the earth. So I've always fucked with them.
Oh, yeah, dude, that's the...
kind of like the Native Americans of their world.
Bob Igor's back as a huge W for Disney.
Yes, as the CEO.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that. Brittany was pumped about that
Animations are
too.
gonna be
Back
fucking
to-
off the charts.
Back to the
Fuck
pot.
yeah.
We're
Pumped
gonna
for
get
that.
Fucking some Toy Story shit again.
Oh.
And like just in the details
Some
too, how that all
Lightning
carries over to
Oh,
the
yeah.
parks is nice.
Let me get some.
Man,
Let
we
me
need
get another
Cars 4.
car.
They're opening
Cars
up-
4. We need Cars 4.
They're opening up the Cars and Incredibles
They got new
park
car
like
show.
locations.
Cars off road or whatever.
I need new cars.
Lightning McQueen and Mater.
Ka-chow!
You gotta watch the new show.
Ka-chow!
The show's pretty good.
Disney Plus.
Yeah.
I bet.
Check it out. I saw Guardians of the Galaxy
Hey,
holiday
if you
special
guys want to
just dropped on
sponsor us,
Oh, I
we
Disney.
would
gotta
gladly
watch that.
accept.
Gotta watch it.
Disney?
Yeah. If we
Oh
need-
fuck yeah!
Hey, any sponsors? Any. High Noon.
I'm a Disney guy.
Budweiser. Planet Hollywood. Bang. Whoever. Anybody.
SourceStream.
Newport.
Anybody want to sponsor?
Newport. That might be the easiest one.
Anybody want to throw out some sponsors? Just send them.
They're like, whoa.
at Yahoo.
Like, you're telling me we could have somebody advertise our company with a whole set of
free?
teeth in his mouth? That'd be
Yes.
impressive.
Yes, you can.
Smoking the Reds.
I won't smoke them, but I'll gladly campaign for them.
Hell
I
yeah.
don't smoke them though.
If I could smoke a Newport Red 10,000, I would. Thing would look like Pinocchio's nose
Is
after
that
he
the
just
really
talked
fucking
with
long
LeBron.
ones?
Yeah.
Like
Like
Cruella
just
DeVille.
extendo sig. Yeah.
Cruella
Fucking
DeVille style, bro.
Let
Hey.
that sucker dangle.
Hey, I'm gonna have to pull up with two of them for some wacky tobacco ones though. So for an episode to pull up a chair, we just got some Cruella DeVille.
Style smoking going on. Fuck yeah. Cruella DeVille was a bad bitch.
She was a psychopath. But all right.
Pumped for the new Avatar movie, though. I think that'll be dope. Jonah Hill
Okay.
hated working with McLovin on the set of Superbad. Now, I just
Well,
learned
fuck
this.
you, Jonah.
To be fair, McLovin, during his audition, only made fun of Jonah. He didn't make fun of Michael.
Easy target.
And
Easy target.
and
Sorry,
Seth and all of them loved it. Well, Jonah went and had a conversation with Seth and Judd and was like, hey, like, I really don't feel like working with Chris. Like, for whatever reason, me and him can't get on the same page. We
Well,
can't get
good.
on the same foot. And Judd was like, what, really? He goes, that's what Chris said about you. He's like, this is going to be
You guys
awesome.
hate each other. Perfect.
Yeah, like,
Perfect.
oh, shit.
Jonah seems like he'd be hard to get along with.
To be honest, especially at a younger age.
A lot of people have said that about him.
It just seems like it, bro. He fucking he made so many movies with like Seth Rogen in them, and then just ditches them for DiCaprio.
Pretty much.
And like how like Jonah was like, oh, he was only making fun of me. Like, if I'm at an audition for a movie that I could
Do or die.
you are the easiest fucking target.
Like,
Hey, you
sorry.
fat silly. I'm going straight for your ass. What you mean? Pick up
Okay.
salad. Like, do
Going
some
up a
push-ups.
balloon, you're fat, you're skinny, you're fat, you're skinny, and now
Like-
you're fat.
And then Michael's over here like, what, do you want him to say something about me? Like,
Oh, his nose is weird.
Michael Cera could probably fucking roast the shit out of somebody.
oh, yeah, for
He
sure.
just sits there
Yeah.
and watches.
He's a deadly assassin. He's a silent assassin.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
That's like the one-liner that he pops off in Superbad where he's like, yeah, he goes, I'm so jealous you got to suck on your mom's tits when you were younger. He's
Yeah.
like, yeah, he goes, but at least you had your dad's dick.
Exactly. He's just the quiet one that sits and watches.
But
Absorbs.
Jonah said that at the end of the movie, though, when they actually watched it back, he said that like he thought that like all their scenes were going to be awkward, but everybody on set said they loved him because of the actual tension
Yeah.
that was there. Yeah. And he said when they watched it back, he said I looked over at Chris at like during the premiere, and he goes, "We good?" Chris goes, "We're good." It went on to become a fucking classic, and he said now we're still friends and still talk, but. It was cool to see how it started like that, but then when they were watching them on screen, they were like, "Fuck."
So did they actually hate each other, or did Jonah get sensitive because of his weight at the age he was in the young career he was at? Did he get sensitive that he was getting kind of picked on and bullied at an audition? And
supposedly the thing that Chris didn't like is there's a
But-
scene in the movie where
But you know what I'm saying is like, sometimes like there's an interaction between real life people and like you might be the common friend and be like, there's no beef between you guys. You guys just both think
it was
you
more
hate each
so
other. You guys
Jonah
don't,
was
but-
insensitive and didn't want to give him a chance the whole rest of the shooting.
Yeah, he got sensitive.
Like, and then
Sorry about
like
it, you're fat, bro.
like Chris would say something like in a whole scene that didn't have anything to do with Jonah, and he would say something and Jonah would be like, "Cut," and Judd, like he said, would be like, "No, that's funny. Like we're gonna keep rolling. Like
Yeah.
don't jump in and try to say cut.
You're
That's
not
my
a director.
job." Yeah, like yeah. If you don't
Not
think
yet.
it's funny, you
You're
don't
not
think
a
it's
director
funny.
yet.
But, like,
You're not a director yet.
He probably never will be.
Jonah actually
If
is.
he can't take criticism like that.
Yeah. Good way to put it. Yeah, I mean, I do think, though, that for what it's worth, it did make gold. The other thing that Chris, I guess, complained about during the shooting of it is, you remember right before he's getting ready to go in and buy the alcohol, and Jonah shoves him?
Yeah.
Well, I guess
That
he,
was a
like,
real shove.
really, like, shoved him. And after that scene, Chris, like, stormed off set, Jonah said, and was like, because that, like, really fucked him up for a minute, like, shoving him like that. He didn't expect to be yeeted.
Hey.
Like you said,
Hey.
Jonah kind of came off like a whiny bitch. But
I didn't expect to get swan or suplex onto a tree
Just
stump by
seems
Joey
fake.
Cole, but I
Doesn't
didn't
seem
hate
like
him
he
for
cares
it.
about anybody except
Like-
himself.
Well, if you remember too, during the roast of James Franco, like they all said that to him about him. They're like, "So funny to see you here tonight, Jonah. Considering you haven't returned the last 20 of my calls, you Leo
Right.
dick sucking bitch."
Everyone says Leo is a huge piece of shit too, so it makes sense.
Pretty soon, you're not gonna see Jonah with anybody over the age of 25.
I haven't.
Oh no, Natalie is like 22. Oh fuck.
I mean,
Oh shit!
It's
Get him away from Leo! Get Jonah away from Leo!
I mean,
What's he putting in his head?
hey, do you? Do what you gotta do.
That's secretly why I didn't like Chris. How old's your girlfriend, Chris? She looks a little old. 31. 31?!
the fuck are you doing?
Don't let her near this set. I sweat like Damien in a church. I specifically did this movie because I thought we were working with high school girls. What's Emma Stone doing here? All right, let's talk reviews. Domathan Daly gave us a review. What do we got? Let me go to it. You said Unbroken on HBO. Well,
I did.
I'm going to get this formula down a little bit better.
Yeah, I wasn't aware of this.
He wasn't aware, and I didn't get to watch up on it again.
I
And
didn't
brush
know.
up.
I didn't know.
But from what I remember about when I seen this movie, I
Right,
believe
yeah.
it got nominated for an Oscar.
Got a couple of nominations.
Ooh,
Couple
couple
noms.
nommies. Are
I
we
mean,
going to Vietnam?
It sounded
for
like
these
he did
nommies?
phenomenal.
We're going to Nam for the
It
nommies?
should have got more.
That'd be
That
crazy.
shit
This
was banger.
year's fucking Oscars are held in Vietnam. Safe travels, everybody.
Hey, you know.
By
who
the
would
way,
be there?
there's no valet, so if somebody
You
has
know
to
who
take
would
your
be there? Robert Downey Jr. I'm this guy's guy, just get another guy.
the fact that Tropic Thunder has managed to make its way to 4 straight episodes is just that needs a cheers.
Yeah, cheers to that. Yeah. You like how I keep plugging that in somehow though?
It needs to be on every episode thing
I will find a way.
to rope Tropic Thunder. in
You
there.
heard it here.
But-
Somehow, some way.
Everybody check out
Yeah.
Unbroken though. I definitely want
I'm
to give
about
that movie
'cause I
another
need more
look.
references to tie in.
Now the other movie that we got, which like I said, I will talk more in depth on Unbroken next week, Dom. I'm sorry. I'll watch it again and give
I
you a
didn't
fair-
know. Blame him.
But thank you for dropping the suggestion. And then we got Scooter, Sleepless Army Elite, said Max Keeble's Big Move. Let me look it up. I don't know what that
I
is.
didn't know about this. Sorry, Scooter.
Max Keeble's Big Move. Let's see what this movie is.
Someone didn't tag me.
It's a 2001 film.
Old as hell.
Oh, Jesus. I did see this.
What is it?
But it's been years since I've seen it. Look at
Oh,
Fat
my.
Josh Peck.
Yeah.
I've never seen that.
Well, it was like the year you were born.
It's a Disney movie.
Chill. I'm a 90s baby.
That's the movie. That's the year Dante was born, 2001.
2000.
Oh.
No, look at you fucking up too. I did it for his age. You're only 2 years behind us. I knew that.
But
I knew that from elementary school.
Max Keeble's Big Move though. I'm gonna watch that again with wifey
2001.
and let y'all know what I think. I'm sorry, Scooter. Like I said, I'm gonna get this formula down. I'm glad that we came up with something cool. So I'm gonna tweet out. Give me suggestions on Monday. So then we have all week to watch them. Good.
Yeah,
Good.
yeah. And tag
We're on the
me,
same
bro.
page, and I'll tag you.
Fucker.
So sorry, I did that
Give
one.
another
I
one.
did that one last
Try
night.
to figure out a movie you haven't seen.
Okay.
all right.
Yeah. Think of one.
I'm
I've
down.
been watching
I'm down
hell
for.
movies.
I'm just yeah.
Me as
I'm
well.
just some
I
good
added
solid
my
movie
collection got 100 new editions. I forgot to say that.
Jesus fuck.
writing.
Oh,
Yeah.
they're all over there now. I needed a bigger boat.
Yeah, that shit's
Don't
pretty
rock the
filled
boat.
now. I remember there were some open spots before.
No more buybacks. We buying them back. That's what's happening.
There was a lot of shit going on the buybacks, bro. They went out of business. That's
Hey.
sad.
That contributed
It's
to
the
a lot of
exchange now.
Percocet, Vicodin, and Xanax. So it all went to a good cause. My liver thanks it. Really, it does. It's all I can do to digest a hot dog. No, I'm kidding. But So on that note,
To La La Land.
pivot into sports. Sports betting becomes legal January 1st in Ohio, and I am fucking lit.
Oh yeah,
That's going to be pumped.
I've known about this for a year.
That's got me pumped.
I've literally been waiting for like a year. Because I watch Pat McAfee every day.
You do watch
show. It's
Yeah.
the best fucking show.
Yeah,
I like Pat McAfee.
And I've been on that shit for like 4 years.
It's better. It's the best sports show for sure. It's probably the best show on YouTube.
Yeah,
Fucking,
I agree.
I would argue you Rory and Maul, but I do love Pat McAfee.
Dude, they're so good.
And this year they've even stepped it up a notch.
Dude, they just moved to that new spot.
Yeah, the Thunderdome.
That
I
shit's
The
fucking,
FanDuel Thunderdome.
That shit's
Since they
fucking
moved there,
hot.
that's when they amped up more because now they're doing more segments, more shit.
And I heard on
Yeah,
one of the
Darius Butler
episodes.
on set now.
Yeah, DB. Yep, doing his own segment with everything's DB with Darius Butler breaking down football plays for the secondary, so people are more informed of the secondary. They got AQ
Daly
Shipley.
and Rappaport.
Yeah, they got AQ
Gas.
Shipley, and Darius Butler was a former player. Pat McAfee's a former player.
Colts,
Co-host. Co-host AJ Hawk, former player. AQ Shipley, former player, is on there doing segments for offensive linemen because he was a former offensive lineman.
I still don't know the two dudes, but the one dude's always doing fucking segments and they're fucking hilarious.
I know they do the
There's
what?
Boston Connor,
Boston Connor, yeah.
and then Ty Schmidt.
Ty Schmidt, that's
In the
dude,
back,
he's
we got
fucking
Zito in the
hilarious.
back.
Zito,
Nick
is-
Moraldo in the back.
Who's the fucking big beard dude? Dude, with the fucking
Oh, Bubble Gump.
Bubble
Yeah,
Gump.
he's Canadian.
That's automatically
he's
my
actually
favorite
he's
member.
stuck in Canada
Bubba's
right now.
fucking good.
He's about to be coming back.
He's a good better. You watch
Fantastic.
Hammer Down?
Hammer down,
Hammer
boys.
The Hammer Down, boys!
Down. That's where I watch my sports bets. That's why I've been waiting for a sports bet. I'm about to
After
make
Pat
bank.
McAfee show, the
Yep.
Hammer Down, boys.
But it's like this. They talk bullshit. It's nothing, no rules, nothing. They can talk about something for a half hour if they want to, or 10 minutes.
What's kind of Rory and Maul is.
And then
And
once
always
they
got different
got
stripes,
out of
sports players, all sorts of
they
shit.
got
on the
off
show.
of Sirius and away from Mad Dog, and basically they were like, yeah, fuck all that shit. Like they were trying to tell us how to do shit, and like
Pat and
our
AJ
numbers
were on,
didn't even do anything for that.
Pat
Like,
and AJ were on College Game Day today.
yeah, they were
That was the fucking
for unfortunately,
best sports show on TV.
yeah.
College Game Day. is
Love
so
Kurt,
nice.
love Herbie.
Hey, if that's
Oh,
what's going to
fucking
steal him from WWE, I can
Corso,
accept it.
Kirk, fucking,
And they didn't steal him. They're borrowing. He's coming back to WWE as soon as College.
I saw that Triple H was like really like actually like
sad.
he was sad, but at
I'm
the
glad
same
they
time
keep fucking sad.
Happy for him.
he was happy for him. And then he also looked at it like this. He goes, at the end of the day, whenever anybody of our company goes out and does shit like this,
Bring
when
more
you come
attention.
back, you bring more back. Like,
And he
That's
continuously
yeah.
I'm glad
He does
they
so
didn't bring
many-
Byron Saxton to the
like how they do the
SmackDown.
like
I'm
how they
glad
do the
brought
what
Corey.
though.
I fucking love Corey Graves.
Oh, and now he's got.
He's-
I think Cole's got Wade Barrett now.
Yes.
Yes.
It's
I love
Wade Barrett
Cole
now,
Train.
yes.
It was Corey.
The
but
It
then
Cole
he
was
got
Corey
Wade.
for a few weeks, yeah. But I love Corey.
Michael Cole is
He's
a horrible
the ultimate
putter.
heel announcer. Fucking.
I wasn't aware of his putting skills.
He did it on the Pat McAfee
But you
show.
said Byron Saxton, bad announcer. I don't like him. I don't like
He's
Kevin
good
Patrick
interviewer,
either.
Bad announcer.
I don't like Kevin Patrick as an announcer.
Kevin Patrick's just the dude everybody hates.
So is Corey Graves.
Dude,
In
how about when
Graves is
Bailey
so good.
comes
He's
over
the
and
best heel.
Bailey
Yes,
comes
there
over
is.
and fucks with Michael Cole? And I love how when Bailey popped up on SmackDown a couple weeks ago, she came over and it was one of the times where she takes the headset, but she like took his notes and she goes, "Make sure to say this about Bailey," and he goes, "All right, Bailey, too far."
Yeah.
And like puts it back down, and Bailey just kind of gives him a look, and she's like, "Okay, come on." Like, but when she goes, "Oh, are these your notes?" He like grabs him real quick, and goes, "All right, Bailey, too far."
I'm reading my actual shit.
What's up, Sleepless? What's up, Scooter?
Michael Cole's been doing it forever.
Sleepless Army Elite in the house. We got an
That's
official
right.
judge in the house tonight.
Do you
24/7 champ.
So was
For like
Gronk.
5 seconds,
Gronk was the
but
best 24/7 champ.
They gotta bring
No.
that shit back.
Who the fuck do you guys?
We need
Dom
some-
just said bring back the 24/7
Our
championship.
truth.
We need
Our
the,
truth.
Yeah, we
Our
need the
truth.
comedy
Our
segments.
truth. Our truth.
How about when
Our truth.
Tozawa was chasing it when
Bro,
our
it's
truth had it?
awesome. He was he just fucked with somebody like last week or something. Made somebody lose, and he was in a different outfit. He came out of the crowd.
Yeah, and he had the blonde hair.
Yeah, and like
Red
the
gang,
red
red gang.
shorts and shit.
Red iPhone gang. What color's your
Yeah.
iPhone?
Hashtag
What
fire
color's your
Ryan.
iPhone? What color's your iPhone?
Red.
What color's your iPhone?
Black.
Oof. Scooter, what color's your iPhone?
He said hashtag fire Ryan Day. Who's Ryan Day?
Ohio State's coach.
Oh,
No.
well, that's actually what I was about to talk about next. OSU loss.
Michigan showed
He
up,
said his
boys.
is black. Scott's is black.
All right,
Ohio
fair.
State's defense just fucking sucks.
Ohio State's
Linebackers.
defense sucks. Any truth to that,
Tommy
Scooter?
Eichenberg has 2 broken thumbs. He's been thumbs up for fucking like 3 weeks.
He's literally playing with 2 broken thumbs.
Big
out
Mac
there.
Miller fan.
Tommy Eichenberg?
Thumbs up.
No.
He looks like Umaga.
Ooh, my God. How about his manager used to come out? It's Armando Estrada.
That was a good roll.
Yeah, it kind of was. Alejandro Armada Estrada.
Umaga.
Ooh, Naka. Ah,
Stab people in the throat with a fucking taped up thumb. That shit
ah.
disrespectful.
Solo's
The
gotta
Samoan
bring that shit
spike.
back. Solo Sikoa got to bring that shit back.
Yeah, hopefully it just doesn't bring back the high cholesterol and blood pressure that killed Umaga.
Yeah. But, yeah, I mean, OSU, Michigan, like,
Hot take: Solo Sikoa, best in the bloodline.
Ooh, that is a hot take. Solo Sikoa, best in the bloodline. Oh, boy.
Fuck Jimmy. Jay's alright. And I've never been a fan of Roman, but
In the whole bloodline, I'm a Paul Heyman guy. I'll take Paul.
yeah.
How about the honoraries? But
Sammy, fuck Sammy's name. Bro.
Scott said,
hey, not the same.
Dom's not feeling oozy. Scott said,
Ryan.
Ryan Day called a tragedy of an offensive game. Massive defensive problems. Refuses to let Stroud run the ball. 2 straight L's to that team. And both knocked you out of the playoffs. Fire Ryan
Stroud
Day.
can't run ball. If he does
No.
run, he gets hurt or clapped. And that's saving. That's a career saver move. Not running the ball. Fire Day. I mean,
They had Joe Woods out there calling defensive plays today. So
Damn.
like,
Joe Woods needs to go.
yeah, I agree with the defense coordinator. He gotta go. I like Ryan Day, so I mean, I might be a little biased. Michigan showed up. Like, this is our first loss, and it's the only loss we can't have. But
Man.
like, when a team shows up, we were rolling in the first half, and then
All I'm gonna
we
say-
lose momentum.
If Michigan had a healthy Blake Corum, it would have been 70 to fucking.
Yeah, it could have
20
been
points
worse.
today.
Like, they showed up. We were hurt. Like, and we don't have the defense we're accustomed to. Like,
Yeah, our DBs fucking suck. They're trash.
like,
Bro, they like the Browns, bro. They couldn't cover a sloth.
it's rough out on these streets, dog. We don't
We got
got.
a great D line, some good linebackers, but
He said
anything
Stroud
past
is a
that?
Heisman candidate, missed huge holes, and took loss of
No.
yards instead of taking
Stroud's a
off
Heisman
yards.
candidate because he plays at Ohio State and he's the quarterback,
he ain't no Heisman.
and he has a lot of passing yards.
CJ Stroud is the most overrated quarterback in the entire NCAA.
I don't know if you heard. To clarify, Stroud is the most overrated quarterback in the entire NCAA. That's what Dom said.
Most
Jonathan
overrated
Daly
quarterback.
said.
I mean, this is
That dude
this
goes to the
isn't-
NFL, he never sees the field once. Unless it's 2 injuries.
He's
He'll
not
be a
as good
straight
as-
backup,
He's a Baltimore Ravens third string.
probably.
He's not as good as Justin Fields.
Practice squad QB, probably.
Scott said factual, and sadly today proved that.
Yeah,
Bruh, I was saying it last year. He looked like shit last year.
and
his
great,
first year
like,
or whatever,
and the only
everyone
reason, like,
wanted to suck his dick, and I'm like, bro, that dude ain't good.
any quarterback on Ohio State that starts off 11-0.
He said, as much as I hate to say it, you're right. A good QB would win that game.
Yeah, and Henderson being out,
It's
kinda
rough.
sucks.
It's rough.
Ain't got no backup running backs.
None.
Oh, we had injuries. See, I don't know. Remember, I don't know.
That running back's been dealing with a knee injury
Yeah.
all year.
We were not healthy, and Michigan had some injuries too. I'm not saying they were completely healthy, but they showed up to play, and we showed up in the first half, and that's about it.
Like a quarterback that can't throw the ball more than 30 yards. And he's thrown the ball barely 30 yards, and those wide receivers were wide open. Like, what the hell are those DBs doing?
Why are you guys playing?
So if you're a defensive coordinator, are you slapping everybody across the face at
Bro,
the
I'm
end of
taking all the starters out after that third quarter.
Yeah, like might as well. Like
We're bringing in redshirt freshmen.
Like
Fuck
go
it.
prove
Hungry
yourself.
freshman?
Hungry.
Someone who's gonna prove something, and if not, fuck it, they're gonna be the same as those.
Then we
dudes out
already
there.
lost,
Yeah.
basically.
Like someone that wants to do their job, step up.
Either bring somebody in who can work a miracle or nothing at all.
Like everybody on Ohio State's probably a 4-star recruit.
Interesting.
Easily.
So, to pivot into, before we get to Survivor Series, I did want to mention, since we have Donovan Daly in the
I
house.
do agree. Marvin Harrison Jr. is the real Heisman candidate. Yes, he's
the best
deserved.
player in college football.
Yes,
Marvin
I
Harrison's
agree.
son, I'm assuming?
Yes,
Yep.
wide
Nice.
receiver
Better
at
than him.
Ohio State.
He's gonna be
Nice.
better than him. It's
Yes.
gonna be one of those
Oh,
rare
yeah.
cases where
Yeah.
the son's better.
Yeah, and it's
Interesting.
because your father taught you everything he knew, and was like, "Hey, this is the stupid shit I did that didn't actually help me. So just focus more on this shit to better improve yourself, and you'll become better and better rather than just like." He went through the NFL, his dad, so like he knows, like, all right, if you're really good at this, focus on stuff you're not as good at, rather than drilling it. Like
Marvin would be like, look, I'm a good route runner, but I also had Peyton.
Like, yeah.
Like,
And he's like, yeah, you know how to run fast, so don't worry about hitting the treadmill every day. Go learn how to get your feet to stop on a dime, like,
and then shift.
and then get
shit,
fat. Like,
yeah.
you can get your speed back, but get your feet together, like that.
And I believe his dad's got a ring or two, right?
At least one.
At least one.
For sure.
Colts.
Yeah.
Well,
He's in the
one
ring
thing that
all
I wanted to
night.
mention, since we have Donovan Daly in the house, we talked about some OSU, some Buckeye action with Scott, which I'm sorry that we had that loss. But how do you feel about Watson about to be back with the Browns? How are you feeling with the Browns right now? That's your team, man.
I'm in it. I'm all in next week.
You're all in next week.
That's when
I'm
he's
all in
back.
next week.
You
Yeah.
thinking it's going to look different out there with him in?
Maybe not much different with the way our coach has been, but it's gonna be better.
That's the key.
Then let me ask you this, since we have a Browns stand in the house. Stefanski, you like him or no?
Get him the fuck out of
Get
here.
Stefanski out. He says. Get him the fuck out.
Stefanski, Joe Woods, Mike Crefier, far away as Cleveland as possible.
We're about to have Donovan Daly, Dom's brother, pulling up a chair.
Fucking, I like Stefanski, but man,
You guys
he
do
does-
the
he
Browns
does too
chat.
much.
I'm gonna get the
He does
door.
too much.
All right.
Like if we got an actual offensive coordinator, I'd maybe. Be
That's
down
what.
to
All
keep
right.
him.
So that's what I was about to ask you. Is would you keep Stefanski if you were promised, like,
Fucking Josh McDaniels, fuck yeah,
or yeah, like someone like along those lines of
because he just got fired from the Raiders a few weeks ago. So
So that I would take that because I think that's where our real issue is like we have the
we
talent
got this offense set for Deshaun. We've had
and
it
we
for
almost
13
traded away
weeks.
Kareem. Like who's dumb at?
I mean,
don't
I
know.
wouldn't have been sad about it. We do need a defensive tackle, really fucking.
We
bad.
do, but at the same time,
and
like
he's like the only guy
But the-
we could
but
get
the same
something
time,
valuable.
they
out
had
of.
an offense set in mind for Deshaun with a Chubb and Hunt duo.
Right.
So it's like you don't want to. I'm look,
Things need
obviously.
to change. After,
Obviously,
like,
everybody.
I'm
I'm.
doing great.
It's been a minute.
What's up, brother? Well, obviously, I'm one of the biggest.
Jonathan Daly in the house.
I'm probably the biggest Kareem Hunt fan.
Right.
So
I fuck with Kareem. Like I
But,
didn't want
like,
to see him go, but if
me
it's
either.
to get like a fucking Fletcher Cox or something,
Oh,
fuck yeah.
they were
That's from the Colts, right?
Eagles.
Eagles.
But they were no, but the thing was for Kareem, they were talking like a third, second round pick.
I know they got.
They weren't. We weren't even.
Right
You
now,
weren't
we're
even
at, do
getting
you like
players.
Stefanski or not?
So it was like, why were you gonna
If
give
If we
up?
got a second round pick, I
what do you do? Like,
I would.
do you like where the
Like,
Browns
that's
are at
a
now?
good pick.
You're
I
saying
would've.
be patient. He's saying get Stefanski the fuck out of there. Dan's saying be
I
patient.
say be patient because you don't even have Watson playing yet, so you'll.
Which that's what
you
he's
don't know
saying.
what the team looks like with Watson at the helm. So
Well,
once Watson starts playing,
Well, he did
and
say
we'll
he
see
was
how
all.
our team performs.
Dom
then
said he
you can
was
start
in.
judging stuff.
Dom said he was all in next week.
That
So
is-
that's
okay.
it. So once Deshaun's back, fresh
Even-
start.
Even
but
the
if
Browns
play
players
calling
been
is still,
saying
if
like
play calling is still ass though.
the Browns players have all been saying something
What-
that's needed
what-
to change since week 3, and they ain't changed fucking shit.
I will say one thing though. I do not like Brissett at all.
I like Brissett.
I
Brissett's performed well, but he's made.
I'm
close
surprised to hear
mistakes.
you say that.
I
He's
also
not the QB to go out there and win the game.
I don't know,
That's
man. That
true.
Dolphins
When-
game
when
looked
the
But
game's
real
he's
on,
gonna
bad.
make smart
Percent there.
decisions
yes.
until then.
Yeah.
He's not gonna throw a pick unless you go out there and put him under the pressure
I also
to
think.
throw a pick.
I also
Yeah,
think
That's
we.
when he throws his picks.
Right. He's only got like 5 interceptions on the year. I'll
Yeah.
take that for any Browns quarterback any fucking year.
Right. I also think what fucked up our season a
We're
little bit.
12 weeks
I
in,
think-
11 weeks in.
I think the trade rumors
5
around
picks?
Kareem fucked up our play calling a little bit because they wanted to keep him healthy in case we did get a good trade.
Well,
They were going to trade him, of course. Like if you get a trade, you can't refuse. So you they barely rushed him. So like if we would have if they would have had Kareem like no trade rumors and they would have ran him and Chubb like how they were supposed to.
that's
From
another
week-
thing.
from
Nick
week
Chubb's
3 to
not getting
7
the
or
ball
8.
20 plus times a game. He's got it 3 times, over
Yeah.
20 times this year.
And it's like
We've got 3 wins.
and him and Kareem both need the ball 20 plus times. Why are we even throwing it?
But with
Why are we
Kareem-
throwing it if we
with
have both of
Kareem-
them?
Kareem needs to get the ball at least 10 times on a run, but he
Well-
needs to be getting screens.
We actually have a friend of Kareem's in the house, so he's a little biased.
Well,
Fair
the
to
thing
say.
about
I mean,
Kareem Hunt
he
is-
also
routes.
came in the league and led the league in rookie in rushing.
we
Like
need-
he was a Pro Bowler. It's not like he doesn't have the stats to back it up.
We need to go from like 10 to 20 rushes between them both to 40.
Yes, correct.
I agree.
And
But
That's
drop
what I'm
down to, like,
saying. Is like
20 passes a game. Now, if we bring in Deshaun and we don't run no RPOs, no options at all, man, get that fucking
get everybody
dude
out of here
there.
play calling.
but
If
like,
that's
far-
what I was saying.
But as far as like Kareem, what the Browns want to do with him, they're purposely not using him just so they could bring that price tag a little down so he is affordable, maybe. Or otherwise they could just like justify.
Who says he's not
paying him.
affordable already though?
What's that?
Who said he didn't wasn't already affordable?
Well, he wants to be paid running back one money.
He wants to get paid fairly.
Yeah, running back one money.
That's
And he
who
deserves
said
it.
who said running.
He deserves it. Yeah, I agree.
Like, we're
But-
only
but-
gonna
but-
get
I'm
that
not-
shot
not
for
gonna
a
pay
few
2
more
running
years.
backs. One money.
But who said it was running back one money? He said
Well,
he
I
wanted to
already
get
want-
paid or traded. But paid fairly is not meaning technically running back one money. It just means he might not take the cheap hometown.
My
discount.
question then, when he says paid
That's-
fairly, I would
that's
want to know
where,
what's
like,
his
the
asking
headlines
price.
were. Me being
Well,
that's where I was getting as like where does
doesn't Kareem Hunt deserve RB1 money then? Like,
I don't
he paid-
disagree, but if
No.
he's willing to take
Dom says no.
if he's willing on any other team, he's running back one besides behind Chubb and Derrick Henry.
Jonathan Taylor.
All right, fair. Sorry,
Yeah.
and Johnson. So
There's a few select people.
yeah, behind, but so he could get running back run money,
He's
but
getting older,
if
too.
he's also where he
Kareem?
wants to be,
What?
he'll
Fourth
take a
year in the
hometown
NFL?
discount, but doesn't mean he's going to
It's
come.
gotta be like 6.
It doesn't mean
Well, he wants to play Cleveland,
but it doesn't mean he'll
What,
take a
he's
hometown
your
discount
guy's age,
worth
year
dirt.
older or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
1 year older.
Yeah. So
He's
running
my
backs
age.
don't
He's
last
3
long
days older than me.
in the NFL.
He's only 3 days older than me.
Oh, so
like
I'm older
him.
than him.
Kareem and Chubb
Yeah.
only got
He's 20.
4 or 5 years left with the Browns. Prime
No,
time.
year. A year.
They probably will
My
retire around then too.
year.
Yeah.
Running backs don't last long anymore.
Yeah, they last like probably got like
They're
3
average-
or 4
using
years,
them.
prime
We're
years.
not
both
using
of
Yeah,
them.
them.
the average running back career is 3 to 5 years in the NFL.
One of the prime years. I'd say.
Now, there was one thing, though, that you said that I was a little curious on. If you wanted, why would you want to bring the price down for your player? Wouldn't you want to showcase if you plan on
No.
trading her? If
No,
you're
what
open
he's
to
saying
it?
on
is if-
contract year, you want
Yes.
to use them less, so,
So-
you don't have to pay them as
Exactly,
much. for
because
next year.
going
That
into
way
a
you have-
bargaining room and
Oh!
what he's saying is like, oh well, this
Okay.
year you didn't do anything,
Yeah.
so we're
Okay,
not
I thought you were
pay
talking like a trade price. Because
No, no,
I was
no,
like,
no,
well, wouldn't you want him to
No.
get those
No,
stats?
if you're-
and then
if
people
you're
are
gonna
like,
trade
hey,
him,
I'll
what
trade
you
you the
meant.
first round
Yeah.
pick instead of the second.
Yeah.
Like,
If you're wanting to trade them, yeah, you would have used them as much used Chubb this year. And you know what? They didn't decide to do that until like mid-season. Like, oh, okay, we'll see.
No, they shut him down like
Or
week 3.
Hunt.
They shut down Chubb like not Chubb. I'm sorry, they shut down Kareem. Week 3, he got about 4 carries, and the next
as a
week it was, like,
fantasy
3
owner of
carries.
Kareem, I haven't gotten shit out of him since like the
Oh,
beginning. of the
he's not
season.
being used. This
No,
year
that's what I'm
compared
saying.
to
Is
the
because
previous
from
years.
week 3 to week 8,
Should
they
I even
shut him
start him
down.
this week?
I would. I put him back in my starting rotation after the trade.
It's
after
between
the
him or
trade deadline.
Fryermuth and my flex. That's where I'm at in life.
Like right now, that's where it's like it's the play calling while he's not being used. It's just like
Yeah.
we're not trading him. Trade deadline's passed. We should be running him 20 times and running Nick Chubb 30 times. Like
Yeah, because clearly the pass game does not work.
they
as
are
well as
literally
the
2
Lions.
workhorses that are not getting worked. It's just,
Yeah,
it doesn't
if
make
you're-
sense.
if you're on a top
I love
step,
Amari
yeah,
Cooper.
agree
I know
with
you
that.
love Amari
Yeah,
Cooper.
It's great.
And like I don't even care about like if it's contract
That's
year to
what-
get
that's what
money.
Please.
It's like nah, I'm a Browns fan. I
Nah.
want to win. Like
Exactly.
But if we don't pay him, somebody else will. Fine. I'm
Oh,
I
that's
just wanna
very
know-
true too.
like
I
I'll
don't
get
know our
as his
offensive
friend.
game
I'll
plan
get his
is every
jersey
week,
for whatever
because it
team.
never
Like, I don't
fucking
care.
works.
Right.
Like, never fucking works.
Hey, Kevin, let me see what this playbook looks like for
And
today.
then fucking
It's-
Joe Woods is
you know
over
what it
here
looks
playing
like?
Madden on the
It
sidelines, just
literally,
looking at the
if you
coaching
went into
suggestions.
Madden on plays, if you went
It's
into
like, bro,
Madden
doesn't have
and went
no
on rookie,
idea what the hell he's doing.
if you went into Madden on rookie, that's the Kevin Stefanski's play call. Right
Mike
now.
Prefier just goes, hey, just punt that ball as far as you can, just run in a straight line when you get the ball for return, and that'll do the job.
Don't juke or nothing. Just take that hit
And you
straight
guys
to your
blocking
thighs.
out there, don't touch anybody.
Don't do that. They gotta hit him. They
Yeah,
gotta hit
you
him.
can't risk a block in the back or a holding. Just let them by.
And hey, when you see them coming to hit
Hey,
you,
yo, you see somebody coming at you?
don't juke.
Don't worry about it.
Don't
Just-
juke.
Get out the way.
Don't juke.
Get out the way.
Just take the hit right on your thighs. We got thigh pads for that. All right, we're good. And
Oh,
just try to hold
good.
the ball.
That's fucking good. So, shout out the Cleveland Browns. We hope the best for them. Shout out Cleveland.
I'll be there tomorrow.
Tragic. Yes, and I might as well.
Yeah.
Who knows how this is gonna go? I think Dom's gonna be pulling up. Looks like I might even make an appearance at the Browns game. That'll be my first Browns game since a preseason game in 2017.
Damn.
Been a min for me.
Yeah, I mean, it's not enough for me.
2008.
That was the last time you were in a game was 2008. Who'd they play?
Buffalo Bills in a fucking snow game.
Oh,
That's
It
wild.
I
was-
think I
it was
remember
intense-
that.
Intense game. It was
dude.
awesome.
I think
I'm
I think
honestly-
Dom was at that game. I gotta wait till he comes downstairs. Yeah,
Jamal Lewis ran like fucking 200 yards. a
Jamal Lewis, number 31.
game. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I remember my best Browns game I ever saw, fun fact, was bear with me as a Browns fan because it's a crazy QB count at how many QBs we've
Was
had.
it Colt McCoy?
No, I believe
Josh
it was
McCown?
it was us versus the Chiefs, and I want to say the running back QB combo was Derek Anderson and Reuben Jones.
Good, man.
Does that sound right?
Yeah, that's right around that time.
I remember
Derek
Reuben
Anderson.
Jones for sure, but I think
like-
it was Derek Anderson because it was the game where he busted that 40-yard run.
It was like,
I don't-
it had to been like 2006.
Or actually, no, we were against the Cardinals, not the Chiefs.
Probably 2006.
Yeah, I don't know, but yeah.
2005,
Ye-
2006.
That was one of the best Browns games, if not the
Easily.
best Browns game I ever went to. That final
It'd
score,
be 2006.
that final score was literally 52-41, and we won. I
That's
was
wild.
like, whoa. That was like the best game to go to that season. Dude, Derek Anderson broke a 40-yard run. I remember that shit. He started taking off, and fans fucking went to their feet like, whoa, what the fuck? And he took off. He broke that tackle.
Fuck that.
At that point, when he broke that tackle, my dad, who rarely ever comments on a game, goes, whoa, what the fuck? I was like, yeah, he's going off.
He out here. He out here.
Yeah, no, that was a good game. That was the best Browns game I ever went to. Last time I went, you know who I went with and I ditched him? Andrew Yoder.
Ah,
I went and
Wow.
Jim ended up being there. And I felt like a dick. And
wow.
literally, and Yoder, Yoder, I was supposed to go to his after party thing.
Yeah. I
And
haven't heard that name in a
I
while.
met up with Jim, and they left during the third quarter, and he's like, we're by the bus. And I'm literally in line with Jim for a beer. I just turned 21 at the time, and I'm like, oh, no, I'm a dick. I'm not making it back to that bus. I was like, and I told him, he's like, really? He's like, you bought and paid for your spot on it. And I was like,
Yep.
well, I said, and it ended up working out low-key because I was like, well, you know, you said your cousin wanted to come, but there wasn't enough room. Fucking pick him up, go to downtown Willoughby. I don't want my money back. Just let him
Right.
take my space on it. I'm sorry I did this. I apologize. Bad friend look on my part. Forgive me.
Right.
But I'm staying in here. And he was just kind of like, oh, okay, that's shitty. But he's like, Brett will be happy to come. And I
Right.
was just like, cool. I
Shit
made
happens.
it, made it
happens,
click.
But yeah, I haven't heard that name in a long time.
That was the second to last time I ever hung out with him. He dragged me to a okay, this is a fun one real quick. Andrew Yoder took me to what he called was a festival at Jacobs Pavilion. All I heard was music festival. He's like, free ticket, party bus. He's always the party bus guy. His parents got money. I'm like, okay, fuck it, I'll get on the party bus. We go down there. When I get there, I ended up figuring out, I'm gapping on the word right now, so I'm trying to buy myself some time. It was an EDM festival, first off, so immediately I was like, fuck, I'm getting raped. Okay, sorry, I can't say that. But second was, sorry, sending all love to anybody.
I
But-
didn't say it.
It was one of those, though, where I didn't know that you're going to get, like, paint and shit thrown on you.
Oh, the paint rave.
Paint, yeah, rave. There you go,
I've
rave.
been to some raves. Those bitches. lit.
So that was one and done for me.
yeah, paint rave. I don't know about
One and done for me. So here's what I did not know going into the rave. And I did not realize until the show started, and I was like,
that. Right.
oh, no, my fit.
Right.
because I was like,
you took a nice outfit.
I wore some shit. I
Yeah,
wore my
you
Kanye
fucked up.
hoodie.
You fucked
I
up.
wore my Kanye
He
hoodie.
fucked up.
Wore my shoes. Wore some nice jeans. Had a jacket
Yeah, you
on.
fucked up.
I was like, oh man, I'm kind of, I think I'm looking good for this
Yeah, you
festival
fucking
tonight. I'm
good.
chilling. And then immediately when the show
got?
starts, I see 4 motherfuckers
What
come
you
out
got?
and they're just
What you
throwing
got?
fucking paint. And they're throwing paint. Everybody
you got?
else in here,
I like
by
that.
the way, super white
No,
atmosphere.
no, on your hand.
Oh yeah, I like that. So super white atmosphere. But I see 4 pasty white guys come out onto the stage with buckets of paint, and I'm like 3rd row with Yoder, right? I see the one splash. I'm like, what are they doing? I see the paint go.
I like how Luke already knows, like, that's like me. I'm backing up. As soon as I see them entering the stage, oh no, I got my good fit on.
Remember, I'm
Luke,
used to going
it
to
takes
like.
him about 30 seconds after the paint hits him to be like, fuck.
Well, I'm used to like Benny the Butcher and shit like that, where like the last
Water.
thing that I ever expect is
Water
that
or something.
paint's coming out. So,
I'd rather have piss on me.
like I said, I'm like, okay, there's
Just
buckets
kidding,
of paint. What are they doing?
Okay,
And then I
concert.
see the bucket of paint. So, anyways, as soon as I see the paint, it was literally in slow-mo to me. I'm like, oh, it's airborne. And then I see it cover like the fans, and like these fans are weird. They're like, they think it's like holy water. They're like, ah.
They're not weird. They knew what they were going to.
Yeah.
They knew what they signed up for.
Shit you not, though. Second pasty white boy. Looked like he was cracked out on something.
He eyed you up.
He comes over to the middle of the stage right where we're standing. I was like, hey, yo. I'm like trying to shovel through the crowd. I'm like, bathroom, let me through. Merch line.
I'm about to
Come
shit
on.
myself. I'm about to shit myself.
I shit you not. I literally fought my life. I turned halfway around. I'm like, my fucking skinny ass. I'm over here. Get out of the way. Please, excuse me. Let me just. I'm like, let me just squeak right by you. And I just feel the whole back of my body just whoosh. I'm like, I take off my fucking hat at the time. I'm like, yeah. I was like, why did I come to this?
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck me, dude.
Luke is about to walk home at that point. So, a quick side pivot to a rave story. I went to one with Jim one time, and our buddy Danny, and we were not sober. We took some hallucinogens.
Hallucinogens.
Yes, some acid. And we were having a great time. And about a half hour into this, Jim disappears as he always does.
As always.
But it was like an hour goes by.
All right.
We're all vibing.
Jim goes
We
in the
like-
bathroom. He never comes back to the spot.
But we all we kind of agreed on it. We're like, hey, let's all keep an eye out for him. But we know it's Jim. This is what he does. So an hour goes by. We're all vibing or whatever. We're all about to go get a drink or something. We're walking. We spot Jim. 4 dudes with their shirt off.
Okay.
Don't want to. I'm not gonna assume.
I'm not gonna assume anything either.
Me either.
Go ahead.
All had the shirt on. Only group of guys without the shirts on. Sweaty. I'm not gonna say they were jacked or anything, but they look good. I ain't gonna lie. Had some muscles on.
Pause.
No, that's an accurate statement.
No,
No, that's an accurate statement.
Okay.
But I stopped. I'm walking by or whatever, and one how one does one of these over your shoulder. I was like, so I turned around. I was like, gave him a little side eye. Who the fuck just touched me? And I see the 4 dudes, no shirts. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, just keep it moving, Nick. And I did a double take. I was like, is that Jim? Jim's at the end of them. It's 4 dudes and then Jim, and they're all just. And one of them did this as I passed by, so I stopped, and I was like, wait a minute. I was like, Jim. He's like, Nick. I was like, what are you doing? He's like, I didn't know you guys went. I was like, where? No.
He never does.
I was like, we didn't go anywhere. You left. He was like, no. He's like, you guys left. I'm like, I didn't know where you went. I was like, that is not how this went. But if you want to come on back, come on back.
That was Jim when we went to the Roxino. The one and only time I went with Jim to the Roxino. He literally tells me, he goes, stay at the slot. I'm going to the bathroom. I'll be right back. I said, okay. I said, can you get me a beer? I said, I'll cash app you. Get mine and yours drink. He goes, okay. About 5 minutes goes by. I don't think nothing of it.
Both of your shits.
5 minutes goes by. I don't think nothing of it. 15 minutes goes by. I'm like, okay, where the fuck is he at? I'm like, now I've already lost $20 on this slot.
And I
Where's
don't
he
have
at?
my drink.
Yeah, and now I'm drinkless. Now I finished my beer. Where is Jim? I go around. I am scouring this casino. Texting him. Phone's dead. proverbial Jim. Phone
Yeah.
message
Phone was
doesn't
dead on the
deliver.
way there.
Yeah. So I'm like, oh, the moment his phone hits 20%, it's off the charger. It's off the charger. That's all we need. He didn't even bring a charger to the bachelor party. His phone died on like Saturday afternoon. He didn't have it till Monday morning.
Oh wow.
But so anyways, I'm scouring the Roxino for him. Finally, I stumble upon the roulette wheel in the fucking upstairs. There's Jim sitting at the roulette thing. I go, yo, Jim. I said, what up, bud? He goes,
Huh?
oh, yeah, man. He's like, I went looking for you. He's like, you must have moved or something. I was like, there's no way. I was like, I stood right by that slot. You couldn't have walked anywhere near there. He goes, dude, he's like, I walked all around this floor. I'm like, why'd you go to the second floor? I was like, I was on the first. He's like, oh, yeah, dude, that's why. I'm like, 45 minutes later.
You didn't go back to
But you
where
know
I
what made
went.
it funnier? He had both of our drinks sitting right there, and he never touched mine. His
That's
was empty. He
hilarious.
never touched mine. I was just like, what the
All right,
fuck?
that's respect.
When fucking Travis Scott, we lost him, and he had all the blondes, like 10 blunts on him, and I had the lighter. And
That okay? We end on talking about young Weasley on this one. So we're at the Travis Scott show, and
man.
Jim being Jim. So if you know anything about Jim, Jim's
I
first
said,
thing
what
is,
did you do?
so Jim's thing at the Travis Scott show. My experience with him on that night was totally different.
Sorry, I got one more. Sorry, real quick before 4 years because
Before mine,
mine's a lot shorter.
okay.
Blossom concert
Fair
was. We went together, drove there. He said, I might have to have you drive if I get too drunk. Cool. He says, we're leaving, whatever. He saw you or something. And I was like, I'll meet you back in the car. All right. I'm at the car waiting like a goddamn half hour. He gets there. He's like, I didn't know where we parked. I was like, you need me to drive? Yeah. And that's the guy, like, because I was like sitting in there for the half hour, like, Jim forgot where he was.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Like, the immediate thought of, like, I wonder how long this
You
is
could have
gonna
said,
be.
"Hey, by the way, Jim, you're walking the wrong
Like-
way. We parked in Phoenix."
Like-
You'd be like, "Oh wow, we got a long walk."
But yeah, it's literally just,
It's
the automatic knowing of, fuck, Jim forgot where we parked. Or, fuck, Jim forgot where we were. Like, at the slot. After 15 minutes, you're like, all right, something's not right.
I knew. I was like, God.
And after about 10 minutes at the car, I was like,
like,
this man stopped at the porta potty. Like, that piss could not be
this
longer.
dude went and used the bathroom on the second floor, and then looked for me on the second floor. I'm like, bro.
He said, yeah, this is the floor I was on. I didn't go up no stairs. That's good old Jimathan, though. Oh, shout out the Headland sign. That's all we're saying. That's all we're saying, but shout out the Headland sign, man.
Yeah, so just to end on the Jim story for me, Domathan Daly was in the house that night, actually at Jacobs Pavilion. Travis Scott show. So Jim being Jim, something to know about Jim is very shy, very not
Quiet.
energetic in person type thing, like unless he knows you.
Or
So
on
around
acid.
like a social, like a crowd setting, I'm thinking the last thing that he's ever going to do is just start taking off running and jump a fence. That's the last thing. So Travis Scott, and I got to follow him basically all night. So Travis Scott goes, Cleveland, rush the stage. Well, I want to rush the stage, but I'm thinking, oh, Jim's not going to want to rush the stage. I'm going to probably just have to stand in the bleachers. But just to make sure, I look over at him, and I'm just going to ask him, hey, what do you want to do? I literally look to my left, four bleachers down. He's shoving 16-year-old girls out of the way. I see him get down there by the fence. I'm like, fuck, he's moving. He gets right by the fence. I'm like, oh, shit, the security guard. Jumps the fence, stiff arms the security guard. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, I can't do that. I was like, he just jumped the fence and sent the fucking guard flying.
You were supposed to be right behind him.
Yeah, and then like I jump. Thankfully, this one guy got yeeted back over the fence, and I run up to Jim. He's like, I was like, what the fuck was that, bro? He's like, he goes, I pushed the one guard away for you to give you room. He's like, I thought you were right behind me.
I told you were
I
supposed to
was
be
like-
right behind him. He said, I got that, man.
Jim shoved that man like he just stole his dog. Like he fucking
No, he
that dude went back and
actually
actually
took all of our years of
This is
backyard
him.
football and put it into that one.
This is the
move.
guard. The guard's like, what the fuck? Got knocked
I mean,
out.
Jim is a solid 6'2", 180, 190.
Somewhere around there.
Like he
By
hides
the way,
it,
I don't
he
want to
hides
say it was
well.
a one-handed stiff arm. That shit was two.
So like he put all of our backyard football practice and training into that one block.
So, as it's loading up, it's literally starting right now as we speak. Survivor Series War Game kickoff. here we go. Let's give our Survivor Series predictions. We're happy to have War Games on tonight as a part of the show
Fuck
and incorporated with the pay-per-view. You don't like War Games?
I'm just talking shit.
Survivor Series War Games in Boston, Massachusetts.
That's what I do best.
Let's give
that's
our
why
predictions.
That's why I knew I didn't like it. It's in Boston. Fuck
So-
Boston.
Nick's working heel. So on that note, we got a triple threat match for the United States Championship. Here we go with our predictions.
Fuck the Celtics.
We got Seth Rollins defending the U.S. Championship against Bobby Lashley and Austin Theory. Who do we have winning the triple threat match?
Ooh.
Austin Theory versus Seth Rollins versus Bobby Lashley and Seth
Bobby
Rollins is the
Lashley,
US
baby.
champion. You think Bobby?
Back to U.S. and it's for the U.S. Championship.
So Nick says Bobby.
Bobby. He a soldier.
I say
He's a former military. He better win the U.S. goddamn championship.
that's a good point.
And we all know it's not Theory's bitch ass.
I say Seth.
That's what I was gonna say.
Theory
Seth
actually
retained.
is cool now.
But
Yeah.
oh,
He
Yeah,
like changed
The
out of
gimmick?
fucking nowhere.
After
Yeah.
that Instagram
And I'm
post. or
going
whatever.
with the upset.
He's
Theory.
bearded Theory. now.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
going with the upset.
He's like,
Oh, okay, so we got out of the.
you need
the-
to know that. Yeah, he's not
I
doing selfies
really
now.
want
He's
fucking
he's
Bobby.
literally I put the phone down. I'm not the same kid I was last year.
Yeah.
Like
he
that's
sounds
his
different.
angle.
He's got a beard now.
I respect it. Still Bobby Lashley. Fuck y'all.
I still don't like Theory, but
Yeah, fuck y'all. Pat
So it
I
seems
want-
like
I want
McAfee
Bobby.
whooped your ass.
I'm gonna actually do the picks now then.
I want.
But that's
Bobby,
when he was a
but
little bitch.
I think Seth retains for now.
Nick says Bobby, Dom Seth, me
Seth is my
Seth,
runner-up.
Dan goes upset. He says Theory.
And he's the only one that's gonna be right.
I've seen it happen.
I'm on record.
I'm
here.
either all right or all wrong.
Hey,
So,
hey,
it's not my
this is a-
Scott says Theory.
This is behind the scenes. This is a Nick. This was a Nick firsthand exclusive right here. See how I said he was the only one that would be right? That means I'm automatically right on two people. Boom. Went up
Double
60
right.
cover
just-
your bases.
Just went up 66% being right.
I just think Seth retains
Because either way,
they
if
got
Bobby
nothing to do
wins,
with
then
him.
I was actually right. But if I
Yes.
was like,
They like
Told
you
you,
said
He's
they
gonna
don't.
go back to being a jobber if he loses this match.
who?
That's a good angle.
Seth
Seth.
Rollins.
If he loses, he goes right back to losing.
And Bobby's probably not gonna win because he's turning heel.
Okay, see, I'm not following all
Dude,
this.
that toss that he did to Mustafa.
Yeah.
So long story
So what
short,
if he goes heel? All right, hear me out here. What if he in the heel move, he does some bullshit to steal it from Seth tonight, but then Seth gets it back and like
could
next one.
happen.
oh, like Bobby does one of those gimmicks where, hey,
Yeah.
look, I'm sick of it. I'm a heel now.
Yeah.
I'm using a weapon. I'm winning
Yeah,
this match.
cheats or
Yes.
something, I could see it.
Like I will beat the
But
fuck
then,
out of you
like,
with
to
a
where
chair.
like they can set it up to where Seth can win it back soon, so he's not just straight irrelevant. Ronda Rousey back? Or
That-
Oh yeah, she's been
Leads right next to the next
Well, I
one.
didn't. That's why I had to correct myself as soon as I said back. I was like, I think, yeah, I don't know. I just haven't watched in a while, to be honest.
Well, let's dive into that match. Ronda Rousey versus Shotzi Blackheart.
Ronda.
SmackDown Women's Championship.
Ronda.
So I just want to say one thing,
Who's
quick
that?
thing on this
Shotzi.
match. I love
I
Shotzi
I love
Blackheart.
Shotzi.
Love Shotzi too.
I love
Ballsy
Shotzi.
badass.
The ballsy badass. However, though, Dom, our
Champion.
ballsy badass is
She
gonna
ain't
lose
fucking
tonight.
winning, dude.
She knows the Ronda. Yeah.
That's gonna be a squash match.
I don't like that. bitch
So
in the
Dan, you say Ronda.
Yeah.
Nick,
back. Ronda, baby.
Dom,
That's my baby girl. Not
me.
really.
Sorry, Shotzi. I love you. You're sexy as hell. But
I agree with that.
Ronda.
No, true.
I'm sorry. The green hair gets me. I love that shit. She looks like Kim Possible.
Hey, I was
All
about to
that
say.
horror shit,
I was about
too.
to say, you know
That's
how I was
fucking
just like
movies.
Ronda's baby girl. My
I
actual
fucking
baby girl
possible.
was Ashley from
Okay.
back in the day. The emo girl.
You know, Shotzi does tons of horror movies, just like amateur horror movies.
That's dope.
Really?
She's in hella.
Does
So
she do
does
any
she-
amateur horror movies?
I was-
She has a sex scene in one of them, so yeah. Her tits
Well,
are out.
what's that movie called? Drop That Submission. What's that movie?
Where's that
I
review,
need
Dom?
to watch this now.
Dom, where's that review?
Dom, I love that movie so much. Before I give you my review, I watched it 7 times, specifically from the 32-minute mark to the 35-minute mark. But
That was on repeat for about 5 minutes.
I think it needs to be nominated for an Oscar, Best Original Screenplay. There we go.
Best directed scene. Best directed scene.
Best Director, give him it now. But no, I think Ronda, unfortunately, is going to win that as a squash. I hope it's not a squash, though. I do want to say that. I hope it's not a squash.
Fuck off.
That won't be a squash.
It'll be
Oh,
like 10, 15
Scott said Ronda.
5-10 minute
My bad, Scooter. He said Ronda. So now let's get this one. AJ Styles versus Finn Balor. OC versus Judgment Day, but it's just AJ Styles versus Finn Balor.
You know they're coming out.
Yeah.
Both OC and Judgment Day.
Yeah.
I think Balor wins.
I don't know.
That one's actually,
I'm
that
not
one's
attached to
tough.
that one,
Me
yeah.
too. I want to say AJ.
Now, let me say this. I'd say if Balor doesn't win, all that does is make every Judgment Day promo look weak.
The OC
Because if
is
they
fucking
keep,
up.
well, what I mean is the more Judgment Day loses, when they come out on Monday Night Raw and they talk about, we're why you watch Raw, and we're the people that run Raw, blah, 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 blah. We're the bloodline on Monday. Are they, though?
They also can't keep making AJ.
All right,
look
but
like
hear me
shit
out on that.
pay-per-views.
That's true.
OSU just took the
Yeah.
shittiest loss to Michigan, and all OSU fans will still watch next week.
Oh yeah.
So as a like, I'm just referencing
If-
that for that instance right there.
If they're playing,
I'm going to go, as much as I love Styles,
That's fair.
I'm going to say Finn.
yeah, I'm thinking Finn too.
I could see it from your angle because I don't watch it enough to keep up with all the angles
I'll
of like
say-
promos and shit, and like how they like do their cuts of like on Monday Night Raw.
I
So,
say
like,
AJ wins by DQ.
I just have the
Yeah,
I go with my internal gut
smart.
feeling,
Yeah.
and I
I
go
feel
AJ.
like- Finn's gonna cheat for sure.
Yeah. Judgment Day comes out.
Yeah.
Beats the shit out of AJ.
But then again, though, you got Gallows, Anderson, and Mia Yim, a.k.a. Me Chin.
It's Mia Yim again. Dude, she
Yeah,
was
Mia
me chin.
Yim's the,
She was me chin for
War
like
Games
2
match.
hours.
Damn.
Literally, WWE came out and was like, name change on the official roster. Mia Yim now goes by Me Chin. Then, like, 2 hours later, it was like, she posted the link, and it was like, now goes back by Mia Yim. And I think Mia Yim called Triple H and said, hey, never fucking do that again.
Yeah,
That shit
please.
sounded racist.
Yeah.
Yeah, correct that now.
I'm a light-skinned
I thought the
Asian.
racist
You
shit
don't
was
have to
over
call
with
me Me
Vince.
Chin. Yeah.
Right.
That's what they wanted to call me. Me Chin.
Yeah, they were.
Hey, not all my jokes can hit.
It was Irish.
But, Dom, who do you got officially?
Probably Finn. I don't know. I'm on the ropes for sure.
Scoot says.
Scott says Balor. Balor going to get the heel push. Who'd you say, Dom?
Finn. It's too
Nick,
weird
final
that
answer?
AJ.
Nick goes AJ. Alrighty.
both these
So that
guys
leads us
don't
to
get
our
the
next
love they
one.
deserve on pay-per-view.
Now we get to our
that's
two
where I'm
War
at.
Games matches. Bailey and Damage Control with Rhea Ripley and Nikki Cross versus Bianca Belair's team with Alexa Bliss, Becky Lynch, Asuka, and thank God, and Mia Yim. I could barely
Bianca.
say that.
Damage control.
That's going to be match of
I
the
don't
night.
like that emo bitch with Dominic Mysterio. She's
It's an
weird.
actual faction.
Dom said Damage Control.
That's fair.
You know who I'm rocking with.
I'm gonna pick Damage Control.
I'm rocking with my
The
girls.
only one that's not in Damage Control is Rhea, and she is a fucking powerhouse.
Yeah,
Dan, Damage.
yeah, I got Damage Control.
I love Damage Control. I should have worn my Damage Control shirt. Nick,
Left.
Bianca.
It's a star-studded fucking squad, but
Yeah.
Oh, that's going to be
Never
match of the
fucking
night.
win any-
Calling it right now. That's going to
Oh,
be match
that's
of the
what's her
night.
name.
Scott
Becky.
said Damage.
Becky on the left.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
She just
don't
came out
shoot!
on Friday.
oh, sure.
She just came out on Friday. She just returned. She literally just returned last
She
night.
just had her baby. She
Kobe.
coming back on mom mode. Oh, she fucking all. She said, "You think? No, I'm a mom.
She just came
You
back.
are my child."
That side is star-studded. You got Becky, Alexa, Bianca,
Yeah.
and Asuka.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Let me tell you the MVP of that whole match, though. That badass bitch
She
with
had-
the burgundy hair, EO fucking Sky.
She
This
has.
guy is-
She got green blood coming out her eyes.
If that bitch does the splits tonight, there's going to be 3 more weeks of winter. That shit's going to be fucking amazing.
Probably like 3 months.
Every time she does those splits, it looks like
No,
a plate
I
of
don't
sweet
care.
cheeky pie.
Melina did
on
it better.
fucking Thanksgiving.
Melina did it
Right.
better. Melina did it better.
He said, I would let Dakota Kai consensually have my kids if she wanted to, and I don't even want kids. That's a power statement.
I hate her fucking that shit she does with
Melina
her
did it
hand.
better.
Oh my god. Other than that, I
If she
I
could
mean,
do that with one hand and
don't-
fist me
yeah.
with the other, I'm game.
No, Melina
Like,
did. Melina did it better.
She had like the short skirt, you know.
But
You could see her cheeks.
Eo when she does the split,
Melita didn't have to have you seen cheeks.
when Eo does the splits,
You
Yeah.
saw it through the pants.
Yeah.
all I'm saying right now is that shit tastes like the best Japanese chocolate you've ever had. That shit's got a fucking. That tastes like the fucking Japan and Epcot. That's what you go to the gift shop
How you
for.
know?
Japanese chocolate. I tried some of that shit out. I went to Epcot.
They
Got
got
some
those
on the gift
Amazon
shop.
boxes where you try a bunch of different candy from around the world. I don't know.
I want to try the EO.
Yeah.
For the EO.
That shit's probably got a bite to it. It's probably like sweet, spicy chili Doritos. It's like
Mango
not
habanero.
quite spicy.
It's that
but
mango
enough to just
habanero.
Yeah, it's got a little bit of twang to it.
Yeah, a little spicy, but a little twang. I need to come
Teriyaki
back for
or
more.
something, you know?
All I'm saying is you fuck EO Sky from the back. 10 minutes afterwards, you're ordering a Nintendo Switch. That is fucking.
So
that shit's
I already
gas.
got a
You're making
Nintendo
one.
Switch. What's that mean?
What?
I guess.
Oh, then you go out and buy another one.
You get the OLED one.
Does that mean she's already there?
That bitch will do the
No,
splits
no,
while
no.
she's playing Zelda on the Switch, and that shit will
I already
change
got
your life.
Zelda too. That shit. All right, I'm already lining up to be a winner chicken dinner.
Breath of the Wild next year.
Damn, is it really?
So back to the
Yeah.
predictions before I get too carried away with EO Sky's
Too late.
cheeks. War Games final main event match. The Bloodline, Solo Sikoa, the Usos, and Sami Zayn and Roman Reigns versus Sheamus, Drew McIntyre, Kevin Owens, and the Brawling Brutes, Butch, and who's the other guy?
Rich Allen.
Ridge Holland.
That's the I don't know.
That's I'm not.
Bloodline.
Yeah.
Bloodline.
Rich Holland broke Big E's neck.
Be the
I've
ones.
hated him ever since.
Oh fuck him.
Dan, Bloodline.
Yep.
Hold your ones up. Nick.
Sami Zayn turns on him today
What?
and teams back up with KO.
I
That's not
agree.
very Uso of you.
That's not very Usi.
I
That's
don't
right.
think that's gonna happen just yet.
So who do you got, Dom? Are you hot taking it?
I'm riding with the Bloodline.
Dom goes Sheamus. Sheamus's team.
The Brawling
Honestly,
Brutes.
I
Is
got.
that it for the card for real?
We got two
What?
honorary
Is that it for
brutes.
the card?
Yeah, as far as I know, that's it.
Oh shit.
Scott said Sammy turns heel on the Bloodline.
Yeah.
See, I kind of want. It's
see
gotta
it.
happen soon. That
Because
the
when
bloodline
KO
gets.
came out there and beat all their ass, Sammy didn't do a damn thing, and he stood in there
I know.
in the ring with KO and just was like, "Oh."
I'm switching.
I
I'm
don't
switching.
think. I don't think.
Switching.
I don't
You
think
convinced me.
Sammy is gonna betray them. It's gonna be Jay beats the shit out of Sammy.
I can see that.
I think that's. I feel like the
I can see
bloodline.
that
Dom
And
called
then-
Sammy turning.
I feel
Yeah.
there's like the bloodline is
Scott
been
loves
like
you,
a time
Dom.
for
You
them
guys
to
see
lose.
eye to eye.
Like they've been trying
Which
to
is
like,
funny 'cause he's
line
a
up a
Steelers
loss for
fan.
them. They
Oh,
need it.
Oh, I shouldn't have said that. I'm sorry. I
But-
ruined it.
It's all right.
I didn't like
I
the-
mean, I can see the bloodline
many
losing, but
Steelers
it's
fans.
not. I mean,
I don't think they lose straight up though. I think it's like someone turns or switches,
yeah.
or there's the
They're gonna
internal
have their-
fight
They're
of
gonna have their inner
Yeah.
problems.
Jay turns on Sammy and
It's
beats
all
his
gonna
ass.
start breaking
Yeah.
apart here soon because Roman's only got like 3-4 months left.
Yeah, that's what I was. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, before he goes to movies.
Yeah.
That is the other thing. I think after Mania, Roman kind of told him,
Yeah.
like, that's fucking weird. But
I'm gonna get this big check.
the hell just happened here?
Your pen broke.
Yeah, it did, didn't it?
Let me see.
Well, anyways, we're going to wrap this up, figure it out. Sleepless Radio episode 121 coming soon. This is Pull Up a Chair episode 17. Thank you guys for being tuned in. Thank you, Danathan Daly, and thank you, Donathan Daly, the Daly brothers, for pulling up a chair. Super Fried Snooker, El Tigre Tente. We'll see you soon. Action Bronson versus Ab Soul, winners bracket matchup. Tune into Survivor Series War Games now on Peacock. Do the DraftKings bet
cock.
and enter to win
Peacock.
$25,000. On that note, we love y'all. Thank you for pulling up a chair. We appreciate it. Take it easy. This was a brief pod, and see you guys next week.
Deuces.
We'll see you guys soon, actually.
No, actually.
Yeah, very soon.
Like a half a hour.